Hey guys, it's Sherry. I just wanted to share with you guys a journal that I made I just finished it recently. This journal is very much inspired by ARTYmaze, who did a Winter's Tale journal that was just beautiful. And it really inspired me to make a winter journal. I mean, you can't help but look at a winter scene and feel tranquil, and they're always very peaceful, and that's the reason why I decided to make this journal. But anyway, thank you, Artie, for the inspiration. On the front cover, it's an envelope journal, so it has, a pretty, it has the soft cover. And pliable. I think Gail makes a lot of envelope journals with the soft cover because they kind of bend around and hold snug to the pages, and it's just a lot. It fits very well, and then when you open it up, it lays a lot flatter. On the front cover, I have a picture that's actually a greeting card, and I just loved the scene, but I'll show that a little bit better. And I painted the color this beautiful blue that helps bring out the color in the greeting card that I used. I used lace on the spine, and I have a snowflake. Oh, got so much light reflecting off of it. It has like a little metallic snowflakes as well for the back. Snowflake scrap of paper for the back. Also on the front, I have some little poinsettia flowers, and underneath the poinsettia flowers are some little crocheted snow leaf like doilies. And you can see them just kind of peeking through underneath the flower. There's a lot of glitter going on here too. This band that I made is just a wrap. It's just from an old shirt with some little bead dangles on it. And I just have it tied on the side in a bow. Okay, get up here and make sure I've got it in view. This way you can maybe see the picture a little bit better. Let me turn my light and see if I can get some of that glare off. Well, that makes it so dark. One of these days. Let me turn this other light on and see if it helps. Oh, that helps a little bit. I'll try that. One of these days I'm going to get it all set up right. But I just love this card. It's I guess this being a my title for this journal is a Woodland Winter, and so that picture just really definitely tells the story of a woodland winter. Okay, and the side, I don't know if I showed it very well, but it has 10 of the little white fabric ties, and each tie has a friendship safety pin, those little friendship pins that you used to make, and they have little bead dangles with different little, they're all in the blue family, all the beads are in the blue family, they're just slightly different. Alright, let's start flipping through. Okay, in this first part we have a little pocket, and of course the light is reflecting the metallic. Sorry, you're being blinded. And just I used scrapbook paper to line the whole front and back covers. It's a snowflake scrapbook paper that's a little grungy looking. And then I made a little like bookmark tag for this front pocket, and also I made a flat pin This flat pen has like a little snowflake for a topper, but it does write, and I just kind of stuck it in this front part. The idea I got from the flat pen was from Paula, and she has tons of great ideas. On this first side, I'm going to cover the snowflake so it doesn't blind you guys. I did some, I really liked the piece of scrapbook paper because it has its own set of scroll work. And then I decoupaged a napkin of a wolf here at the bottom. And then I went through and I stenciled with my modeling paste to kind of blend it all in. Give it a snowy look. I glittered and with the spray spritz. It's not glittered, it's a shimmer. And each page, the bulk of the pages, and have the shimmer mist spray on it, and it's just really pretty. I don't know if you can see it shining or not. And then I did some stamping here, and all the pages have been coffee dyed. So by the time I added this blue shimmer spritz, and then I went kind of back over it with a little bit darker blue and the coffee dyed paper, I think they just really turned out great. And on this page is just part of my scrapbook leftover, and with a rabbit. And then it's like a little flip so that you can journal here and also here. Same on this side as a flip. It's been embellished with some ribbon and some buttons. And then you can journal on the inside. On this side we have, I did all these little flips with my leftover scrapbook paper. And I used every one of them. So, in the book. So, you'll see them all throughout the book. I did some embellishing here on this image of the birds. This is just a little, journaling tag. It's from a paper bag. You're going to see lots of my tags are made from paper bags this go around. And it just slips back in here. It's a little side tuck. And here's the other side. And this is a flip to journal in. Here's another image of a mountain lion. A snow scene. I thought it was beautiful. And in this pocket I have a bag tag. And I did some stamping on the back. Another tag, the doily. And it's another bag tag. I did a lot of cutting out of the snowflakes. There's some snowflakes on here as well. This is part of that doodle calendar that I bought at the thrift store. I think I told you about it in one of my other videos. And so I pulled out a bunch of calendar pages that would have been a woodland theme. And this one, of course, has deer and rabbits and fox and owls and squirrels. So it's very woodland. And I think I have several of these inside this journal as well. Okay, here's one of the tabs and the beads right here. Stencil of a stamp of a bear. On this wolf here picture here, I meant to leave this open on this side for a tuck, but I, of course, forgot. So, it's just a solid image of a wolf. And then on this side, of course, this is part of the spritzed pages, and I know you can see that shimmer the way this light is. And a little bit of stamping, and I colored the stamp with some colored pencils. I've got another little tuck over here, another mountain lion image, and another stamp image here. Two little bag tags. This one is has a tree stamp. Some more stamping on the back. And this one is another bag. It was like a silver metallic bag. And so I just glued glued some snowflakes on it and made it a flip so you could also write on the inside, and it has a little snowflake cut out. And in this corner here, I did a lot of snowflake cutouts on a bag to use throughout the journal, and so I made them into little corner spots in some places. They're not tucks, they're just little corner spots. And this page also has a tab with the friendship pin and bead. Yeah, I'll get it out there in a minute. More journaling pages with stamping. This one is spritz. My off page is what I call my off pages. These sheets, like the notebook paper, the grid papers, and ledger papers, I did not, and just regular paper, I did not spritz, but they are coffee dyed, and they do have a layer of blue on them, so they don't shimmer. But my scrapbook, the pieces of scrapbook paper that I used, I did shimmer spray all of them. So just a little note on that. But here's some stamping here, and also I colored with a color pencil. This page here, this flip, of course made out of my leftover scrapbook paper, actually comes off. And I did this so that, because I really loved this scrapbook paper and I didn't want to cover it up. And I put another one of those corner strips from my snowflake cutouts, and it is a flip. I did stencil with some modeling paste on this one, the scroll work. And you can journal on the inside. And of course this is the reverse side of an owl, and I just added some ribbon here. And it just fits over the top of this page. Like that. And I just have it paper clipped on. Another one of these little square pages that I made. This is of a moose. And this is a greeting card. It was an old Christmas card that it was actually a bigger picture that I cut in half. And you'll find the other half of this card on the other side of the book. But I just made a little journaling note card out of it. And there's a tuck behind the moose. And journaling spot stamping that I colored. Another image of a bird. That's a beautiful bird. And I added a little trim, and it is a little side tuck. It's made out of paper bag that I had embellished, and on the back I stamped a bear and a tree. And this page also has one of my little tabs. More stamping. It's grid paper. Here's another one of my leftover scraps. It has an image of a bear, and I just did some punching and threaded it with this rope. And then I made this one a tuck. It's a paper bag. And then journaling on the back. On this side of it is an actual flip, so that you can journal on both. I love that picture of the bird. And I did stitch around this bird with some needlepoint thread. I have a little stitching thing that lets you mark out the stitches, and then I just followed the guide and stitched it. On this page, it's a picture of a deer that I stitched around with some jute and added some little bead dangles here. And then this is another greeting card that I cut. Very shiny. And so you can journal on the back. And it also has a bead tab on it. Okay, some more stamping, colored stamping. On this page, these pages here, this is the center of the signature here. And so with these signature center pages, I had a huge doily, and so I did the fold over on the doily. I added a band here to make a like a little belly band just to help attach the doily to the page, and then made it into a tuck. And then I have this little card here for journaling, and then another doodle page of an owl, and these just tuck back in here. And then on this, in the inside, when I glued my, when I stitched my signature in, I pulled the string too tight, so it tore right here on this last page. So I went ahead and glued a piece of washi tape down the middle. And then what I decided to use the washi tape to make the little ends on the string pulls. For this page. And then these images here just flip open, and then I put 2 more images on the side. I don't know if you can see both of those, but there's one there, and the other one, some snowflakes, and I shimmer spritz that circle. So you have lots of journaling space on the inside of that. And then I did the same on the opposite page. Made a little tuck with the journaling card and a doodle page. It's of a squirrel. On this page we have a picture of a wolf howling at the moon. I just wrapped some string around it and put the little snowflake and dangled beads on it. And it is a tuck, and there's just a little paper tag in there for extra journaling. This is a flip. It's a winter scene of a fox and an owl. Some cutout snowflakes. And you can journal on both sides there. And this also has a beaded tab. And on this side we have some birds. And this is also a, I don't know if you can see that, so the light maybe, but it's from a cutout, has little snowflakes, embossed snowflakes, and it's cut out from a greeting card. I just cut it off a greeting card, and this one has the tab on it, and I backed it with a piece of a bag so that you would be able to journal on it better since it's embossed. Grid paper for journaling, another picture, stamp of the deer that I colored. Another tuck, some blue jays, paper bag tags with some stamping on them. And this one is another paper bag, dual paper bag that you can flip open and journal on the inside. And then some more stamping on the back. Journaling here, stamp. This bear here, I love the image. I didn't make him a tuck. I just added some fabric to behind him because to kind of pull out some of the colors from the image, and thought it was a beautiful image. Another tab with the bead, stamp. And this is the other side of that scrapbook paper that I really liked, and I of course shimmer sprayed it and everything, so I'm not sure how clear it's coming out with the light shining on the shimmer. And then I added the little corner with the snowflake cutouts. And this is just a cute image, just a cute image. And this is a flip, and this card is from a greeting card, and this just slid in through the back and tucks in there. I used a bunch of snowflakes as the topper, different color snowflakes. And on this side we have a rabbit with a tag, snowflake tag. And this is a flip. I don't know if you can see that. And then this tucks back in here. That side. If any of these strings are too long, and they feel like they're getting in your way, just feel free to cut them off. And this page, another tab, the bead, picture of a deer. This is the other part of that greeting card from earlier. And I just cut it in half and added some very multiple colors of needlepoint for the pull, needlepoint thread for the pull. Another stamping with sprayed pages. And here's another journal page that I really liked the design on this. Oh, can you see it through all the shimmer? So I just kind of threw some white gesso over here on this side and added a couple of snowflakes, and that way you could still journal around it if you wanted to. It's light enough that you can journal around. This is snow scene of some foxes having fun, and it's a flip and you can journal on both. Another tab and bead. It's a picture of a squirrel. That's a tuck spot. And this is of pine cones. And I just thought it came off a greeting card. Good, all the glare. Came off a greeting card. And it's embossed. And I thought it was just really pretty. So I just added a little bead. Up here there's some text showing, so to cover it up I added the little piece of cloth and a bead. A button. Lord have mercy. Okay, more journaling space. Another tuck. This is one of, I didn't make this one a flip, I just kind of decorated it, the front, and then the back is for journaling with the stamp of a tree. And then this is one of those snowflake paper tags with the poinsettia. And then there's journaling space on the back. Another bead tab over here, the bottom corner. Okay, and on this is the last of my little pull-out flips. Let me get this paper clipped in, and of course you can just pull the whole thing off so that you're able to journal freely on both of these pages. This pages I felt was light enough that you could journal on. So, and this is what I did for these. This is a long bookmark type of tag, and there's the picture that it tucks behind, and the same on this side. It's made a little tuck out of both of these, and they just tuck down in there. And then it paper clips back onto this page. I like being able to take these off to journal on. I like that it adds visual interest to the pages, but I like that you can take them off and remove them so you can journal a little bit easier. And on the back cover, this is cut out from a greeting card. I originally was going to use this on the front cover, but I just couldn't come up with a design that I liked using it. So I decided to put it on the back cover, inside cover, and make it a tuck. I made this tag specifically to put behind because it's so, my inside cover paper is so busy that this card kind of gets lost in it. And so I made this large tag to kind of put behind it to kind of highlight it. And it's, you know, you can tell a little bit better that it's a tree. And then another doodle card. Okay, and that is all. And that is the back cover. Thank you guys. I'm going to get this one listed in both my Etsy shop and my Zibbit shop. So the link will be below in the description box. Again, like I said, this was inspired by ARTYmaze, and so thanks again, Artie, for all the inspiration that you give us all. And that's all I got, guys. Hope everyone has a great day. Thank you. And Merry Christmas, by the way, because I'm not sure I'll get to do another post before Christmas. So if I don't see you guys, Merry Christmas.